It's the biggest contest to get to the biggest sporting event in the world, coming at you this year from Minneapolis.
The Marquis!
This is Super Bowl trivia on Mad Dog Sports Radio. Now, the Marquis decide.
But here we go now. Let's go right to it, and let's get you the mix, and let's see if we have a little juice right out of the gate. First one up is Chris in Connecticut. Remember, we have the Connecticut mob that always gets involved. I'm not sure if Chris is part of it right out of the gate. Welcome. How are you today, pal? Okay?
I'm great, Marquis. I'm not part of the mob, but I'll do my best.
All right, now, did you do a little preparation, do a little homework? You ready to go?
I listen to you every year. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, when John Gruden was traded to the Buccaneers from the Raiders in 2002, remember, he was traded. How much cash did the Raiders receive?
It's just a shot in the dark. $3 million.
That is incorrect. So right out of the gate, we strike out. Maria is in Massachusetts. Maria, good afternoon. How are you today, okay?
Good, thanks.
Who's your favorite? You're a Patriot fan, Maria?
I am a Patriots fan.
Boy, have you been to one of these Super Bowls before or not?
I have not.
Well, you deserve to go. What part of Massachusetts you calling from?
About an hour outside of Foxborough. I'm in Western Mass in Wilbraham.
Wilbraham. Okay. Only one Super Bowl winning head coach, Maria, has ever spent time as a Cincinnati Bengal assistant coach. One Super Bowl winning head coach has ever spent time as a Bengal assistant. Who is it?
Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe I'm gonna screw this up.
Now, it's an easy one.
Dick LeBeau?
That is incorrect. He did not win a Super Bowl. He did not win a coach. I think I got the right ones here, right? All right. Bill makes it hard right out of the gate. He's tough, Bill. And he wants to make it tough to impress Binkow out there in California. Here is Jeff in Philly, and he's with us here on Marquis with the trivia. Jeff, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? What's going on?
Good afternoon, dog. My Eagles are going to the Super Bowl.
And I am sure you are have you been to you didn't go in 80. It was too long ago, right? It's correct. Did you go to the game yesterday?
Yeah, I've had season tickets since 1985.
Were you the one who booed? Were you one of the 70,000 that booed him off the field there on Christmas night?
I was not. I'm best friends with Eric from Long Island, by the way, dog.
So the two of you can go. Same you getting your 2 tickets. All right, here we go now. Only one Super Bowl winning head coach also was once the head coach of the Browns. Name him.
Super Bowl winning head was also head coach of the Browns. Oh, Bill Belichick.
There we go. Our first one. Our first correct answer is in the books. Bill, hand me the number 2s. Thank you. And we'll get a little harder than that because that's a pretty easy one. I think you would even agree there. What quarterback has won the most regular season games in their career without ever playing in a Super Bowl? Quarterback won the most regular season games in their career, but he's never played in a big game. Who is that?
All right. Let me see. I know this one. I've heard this before.
5. There's always a time limit, folks. Can't let these folks look this questions up forever. And this includes Jeff and Philly. I'd like to get them off to a good start. 5, 4, 3, 2, and Jeff is off our phone lines and not allowed to play anymore, so we say goodbye. Here is Matt in Massachusetts. He is with us here on Mad Dog Trivia. Matt, good afternoon. Your turn. How are you today, pal? Okay? Let me try again because these buttons. Matthew, fix the phone in here. Matthew, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
I'm here, dog. How are you?
All right, Matt. Not bad. We have a audio aspect of it for you. We have an audio aspect of it for you. These are number 1 or number 2 audios that we can throw at you occasionally. We will never do it as a 3, but we can do it as a 1 or a 2. So, Matthew, listen up and tell me who this is.
We came in here, we knew what we had to do. We had to get after the quarterback, and the response we got out of our team was unbelievable. But these guys play with great heart. They're tough-minded. They never say die. They just keep coming. Wasn't all pretty out there tonight now. We had to battle hard to get this thing.
Who is that?
Doggy, that was Doug Peterson.
No, that is incorrect. Oh, Matthew, my goodness, Gran, you're a Patriot fan? How dare you? Here's Chris in Richmond, Virginia. He's got a chance. Richard, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
You mean Chris?
Chris in Richmond. My apologies. Chris, how are you today, pal? Okay? What's going on?
Awesome, dog. Not a whole lot. How are you?
Okay, who's your favorite team?
I'm a long-suffering Redskin fan.
All right, long-suffering indeed. All right, in Super Bowl 51 there, Christopher, what Patriot sacked Matt Ryan, causing a key fumble in the fourth quarter? Now, you can't play this game and try to be effective if you can't tell me what Patriot had a huge strip sack fumble of Matt Ryan in last year's game. Now, Chris, you're wasting your time, you're wasting my time, you're wasting money, everything. Who is that person? It is who?
That's why I'm a long-suffering Redskin fan. I apologize.
All right, well, Chris, you apologize and go listen to local radio. That is not going to be accepted. Again, if you're going to play with me, get the question. That one you got to know. I can't make it any easier than that. Here's Sean in New Jersey aboard. Sean, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
What's up?
Little life, Sean, please. Favorite team is who, Sean? Favorite team is who?
Miami Dolphins.
A Dolphin fan. They've had some success. I can't kill them. What?
Chris, how come you're not the man in New York now?
What do you mean the man in New York? What do you mean New York? I live here. I live at Sirius. New York.
You're a serious guy. I figured you would be the main guy to take over from
No, God, no. First off, they got to move on. They've had me there. They got sick of me. They got to go on and find something else. They did. And why would I ever leave the great Sirius? They've treated me like a king. All right, here you go.
Yeah, you were awesome, though. You were,
That's a long time ago. The question, don't butter me up. Here you go, Sean. Ready? The Falcons' lead at halftime of Super Bowl 51 was what?
Falcons lead at halftime. 26-10?
No, gosh almighty. The crop, again, you always have trouble. You know, it didn't get enough rain in the wintertime. The crop starts in March, and you got garbage. And that is, once you get into the late spring, it's a little better. But that first foliage, so to speak, March, April, you can get sick. Let's put it that way. And I think we're at that point right now. Ned in Georgia, he says hello. Ned, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? What's going on?
I'm good, Mad Dog. How you doing?
All right, Ned. Now, you a Falcon fan, Ned?
No, I'm a transplant. I'm a Giants fan.
Giant fan. All right, well, I'm going to ask you a Falcon question anyway, so tough. The Falcons' biggest lead in Super Bowl 51 was what?
28-3.
There you go. Good boy. Good start for Ned in Georgia. 28-3. Everybody's got to know that. There are signs all over the place, and away we go. All right, let's go to number 2. Name the last Super Bowl where there was no Gatorade bath for the head coach.
Oh, gosh. Let's say Super Bowl 46.
Nah, that is incorrect. Good try about it, Ned, but we've had 2 answers for the first question, but so far that's a rough number. That's a tough 2. That's a Bill special. See, Bill, he's got to impress Binkow because he wants to get out of here and work for NBC, whatever he's doing out there, and move to California and get away from the cold weather on his own man and go on his brother and get away from Tori. He can't stand Tori and get out there and live in California. So this is the way he does it. Let me show Binkow how creative I am with the questions, and maybe he'll find me to do something. John in Brooklyn, and he's with us here on Mad Dog Trivia. John, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
Hey, dog, how are you, buddy?
All right, dear John, I'm doing well. Things good. Let's ask you some. I have a lot of old number ones that I can go to, too, and here's one that's interesting. Which team recorded the first safety in Super Bowl history?
First safety in Super Bowl history?
Recorded by what team?
New York Giants?
That is incorrect. So that doesn't get the job done. Boy, we're dying here. Jeff in Connecticut. It says hello. Jeff, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
Hey, Mr. Marquis, how are you?
All right, there. Not too bad there, Jeffrey. Good to have you with us, and let's see if we get you off to a good start here. All right. Who scored the Patriots game-winning touchdown in overtime during that comeback in Super Bowl 51?
Oh, jeez, last year's Super Bowl.
Game-winning touchdown. Who scored it? Hello?
Edelman.
No, he did not. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Edelman. Guys. I know it's early in the process. I understand that. It's going to take a little while to get warmed up. But there's a few you got to know. You got to know the halftime score of Super Bowl 51. You need to know who scored the game-winning touchdown. You got to find out who's the only guy who coached for the Bengals and won a championship. It's not that difficult. And by the way, there are a lot of where they started questions as far as Super Bowl head coaches are concerned. So do a little homework on that in the next couple days. Let's continue and say hello to Greg, and he's in Massachusetts. We expected some Massachusetts calls to get us going. Greg, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
Hey, dog. How you doing?
All right. Fan. Good, big fan. What part of Massachusetts you're calling from?
Brockton, Massachusetts. Rocky Marciano.
Rocky Marciano in Brockton, Massachusetts. All right, let's get you. You a Patriot fan there? I would think you would be, right, Greg?
Big time, of course I am.
All right, got the accent. Away we go. Let's listen to a little audio to get you off to a good start. Here you go.
Eli's a great quarterback. There's no question about it. I think that, you don't lead this team to this game, without being a great quarterback. He's performed extremely well this year under pressure in big games. Since he came in the league, he's been a starting quarterback. And to play in New York is very challenging, I'm sure.
All right, and that is who now?
Greatest of all time, Tom Brady.
There you go, GOAT. Number one is in the books for our good buddy here. Boy, that's a layup. You talk about a layup. That was a layup. All right, Greg, here we go. The only Patriots quarterback to start a Super Bowl game and not attend a Big Ten school.
Drew Bledsoe.
There we go. How about that? Halfway home. For Greg, that music gets us going a little bit. There you have it. All right, Greg, let's do a little background. You been a season ticket holder for a long time or not?
No, but I go to a game every year.
Have you been to a Super Bowl?
No, I have not.
You have not? All right, so if you get this one, you get to a number 4.
Alrighty.
2 Super Bowl winning head coaches. They've been to a million Super Bowls, and you haven't had a chance to go yet. Love to give you a pair. What 2 Super Bowl winning head coaches spent time on Don Shula's staff with the Colts? 2 Super Bowl winning head coaches, spent time a long time ago on Shula's staff with Baltimore. Who are both coaches?
Jeez, I don't know. Let's see. Flores. And Dan Reeves?
That is incorrect. All right, well, listen, at least we got, that's a strange combination, but at least because I said winning coaches, and Reeves never won a Super Bowl, so that's number 1. But at least we got to number 3. So at least we made a little progress from that standpoint. A lot of Massachusetts calls. And I always wonder, we only got 2 lines right now, so you wonder who's out there listening, but we're moving. Bob in Massachusetts, he's with us here on our program. Robert, it's your turn. How are you today, pal, okay?
Good. How are you?
All right, Bob. Nice to talk to you. What part of Massachusetts? Blue Life, Bob. Blue Life. What part of Massachusetts you're calling from?
Billerica.
How are you doing?
What am I doing?
No, I say what part of Massachusetts are you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from Virginia, but I'm from Massachusetts. How's that?
Oh, that's even
I'm on my way to Florida.
Oh, you're on your way to. So you're on a car phone, and you're going to try to put this together. Well, good luck. Only 1 Super Bowl winning head coach also spent time as an assistant with Purdue. 1 Super Bowl winning head coach also spent time as an assistant with Purdue. Follow the road. Don't go too quickly and answer the question.
Where's the Patriot question?
No.
You answer a question like that, my God.
You should know that there, Robert.
I don't think so. I think Kyle Shanahan. How's that?
That's a good guess, Shanahan last year. All right, Bob is out of there. Brendan in Pittsburgh, and he's with us here on Mad Dog Trivia. Brendan, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
All right, how you doing, Doc?
How you feel? You Pittsburgh? You're a Steeler fan or no?
Oh yeah.
You are a Steeler fan, so we need to get you off. Are you bothered big time by their loss to Jacksonville and Mike Tomlin? How do you feel about that?
Oh, it was a wasted season, dog. Wasted season. All that talent they had, and the way that just everybody running roughshod and running their mouths and all this and all that. Yeah, it was disappointing.
Yeah, disappointing. All right, let's hear 115, Kyle. 115. Little sound for Brendan and Pitt. We didn't get it right though. 115. Here we go now for Brendan.
We came in here, we knew what we had to do. We had to get after the quarterback, and the response we got out of our team was unbelievable. But these guys play with great heart. They're tough-minded. They never say die. They just keep coming. Wasn't all pretty out there tonight now. We had to battle hard to get this thing.
All right, who is that?
Oh, man, that Tom Coughlin?
Yeah, you go. Well done. Brendan in Pittsburgh gets us off the snide and gets us with a chance to do some good things. All right, in Super Bowl 51, Brendan, Robert Alford, 82-yard pick six of Tom Brady. You remember the play?
Yes,
who was Brady's intended target?
Oh, wow. Let me think about that. I'm going to say Amendola.
There you go. Nice job, Danny Amendola. For Brendan. Gets himself off to a decent start. All right, Brendan, you're halfway home. You're down on the Steelers. Are you a season ticket holder to Pittsburgh at Heinz Field or not?
No ticket holder, nope.
No, you're not a season ticket holder. All right.
Nah, but, I just watch every game, every second.
There you go. What'd you think about the Patriots yesterday? Did it bother you with the officiating?
Oh, I'm used to that by now. That's every game, especially big games.
You're not wrong. Only two brown assistants. See, that's how people feel about the Patriots around the country. People thinking everybody in New England's all gaga. There's a perfect example. Only two brown assistant coaches would go on to win Super Bowls as head coaches. All right, so we have two brown assistants who went on to win Super Bowls as head coaches. Who are the two coaches?
All right, let me think it down. Oh, man.
Two brown assistant head coaches, or not head coaches, just assistant coaches, would go on to win Super Bowls. Obviously, Cleveland's never won a Super Bowl. Have gone on to win Super Bowls as head coaches somewhere else. Where would they? Who would those coaches be?
Wow, man. I don't know why, but I want to say Don Shula was one.
That is incorrect. So I'm surprised we did that well to get the number 3 twice. We'll take a timeout, half past. We continue. Mad Dog Trivia.